welcome back to my channel. This is Amanda and the channel is Dr. Mommy Budgets. I am here today to do my week 2 budget projection for the month of August 2021. So for those that are new to my channel, welcome. And those that are not new, welcome back. It feels like I have been away for a while. Actually, it has been probably about 4 or 5 days, actually. So yeah, I am ready to jump back in and catch up and throw out these videos so that I can get back on track. So this is the budget projection for week 2, and so I am a few days late, as I indicated, but I am going to go on and get it done. So I did still do my write out and my budget projection as soon as I was able to get back home and write it out on my notebook, notepad, and with my pen, but I am just getting around to making the video. So yeah, that's where we are. So if you are interested in this sort of content, then please stick around for the remainder of this video. Okay guys, all right, we are back, and on your screen you should see the week 2 budget projection sheet. I have pre-written everything out as I stated, and so we're just going to go straight through this budget projection so that we can get it done. You're going to see me look down because I do have the actual tablet here so that I can read off my numbers correctly and we can make sure that everything is accurate. All right, let's get going. All right, week 2, budget projection. Do not have any motivational words or statements this week. Okay, so we're gonna move right in. First item that I am projecting is child's savings or the children's savings for $28.50, the mortgage for $262, the security or alarm system for $26.95. My Netflix will be coming out this upcoming week for $15.99. The auto insurance for $73. The student loans for $100. My daughter's college. See, this is different. Remember, I used to have daughter's car fund, but she has left me and she is gone to college without her car. So I have the car still here with me. However, I do want to still give her a few dollars every week. So we're just changing that to the car fund. I'm quite sure it's probably going to be more than this here or there, but you know, just to make sure she have a few dollars in her pocket each week. That's going to be $25. The debt amount for this week will be $348. Children's lunch account is $30. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this, but the school system here in Georgia is actually allowing the children to have free lunch this year, this entire year. So I thought that was pretty good because I used to have to pay full price for all 3 of my children. So I am going to continue to put this money to the side, and hey, once they've started back to paying for lunch. Actually, you know what? My son is graduating this year, so he'll be gone. So I will only have one more child left in high school next year. So yeah, this is going to work out quite well. All right, next is the household expenses, $494. That's money I pull out in cash out of my bank account, keep it in my wallet for categories like food, gas, toiletries, blow money, pet supplies, school supplies, whatever. That's what that money is pulled out each week for. Then we have the HOA of the Homeowners Association. I will be setting aside $6.70 for that. Last but not least is the cushion amount that I leave in this account for $26.15. And that is going to give us a whopping total this week of $1,142.29. That's the total amount of projected monies I plan to, or the projection that I plan to give roles or tasks or identities, or however you want to look at it, to my money. These are the categories I'm going to put them in. So let's look at the very next line. I typically leave $1,228 in this account. So therefore, we're going to have to subtract this week's expenses from the $1,228. So $1,228 minus $1,142.29 gives us a total of $85.71. That number gets your blue cloud, because it's going to have a relationship with another number. In a few seconds, you'll see that. But these are the monies that I'm going to put away in the bill savings account on paper right here. I'm not going to do that physically, but just right here on paper. That's step number one. Step number two is to go back up through these expenses, put a PA, which means put away, a pink circle around or beside those items that I will not be paying for this week. I will allocate that money out of this week's paycheck, but I will not physically pay those debts or expenses this week. So you see all the items with the PAs beside them, okay? So that's step number two. Step number three is to come back down here where you see the pink circle with the PA in it, and you have a total. So that will be the total of all of those PA items. That total for this week is $236.65. That number also gets a blue cloud. As I indicated, those two numbers that have the blue clouds have relationships. They have an action that they need to take. Both of them are put away totals this week. So we're going to go down to the very next line, and you're going to see where I add those two numbers together. $236.65 plus the $85.71 give me a total of $322.36. I'm putting that amount away in the bill savings account right here on paper. All right, that's step number three. Now step number four is to go back up through these expenses again and put a purple triangle beside all of the items that I will be taking care of this week. That means that I will pay those expenses this week. As you can see, it's the children's savings account. That money will go over into their account. Now, the mortgage. Let's look at that one. It has a purple triangle beside it as well. But as you can see, I'm only setting aside $268 out of this week's pay. I wish my mortgage was that cheap, but it is not. So let's look at that line. The total amount of my mortgage per month is $804, okay? But I'm only going to set aside the $268 out of this week's pay. So we're going to have to subtract those two numbers. The actual amount is $804 minus my projected amount of $268. That's going to leave me with a balance of $536, okay? That money is going to have to be pulled out of my bill savings account. Now we're doing that right here on paper for now, until we get to our very last line. Okay? So that's that. Stay with me. Now, if we go back, let's continue on down looking through the items with the purple triangles. We have the mortgage, we have Netflix, we have my daughter's car fund, we have the extra debt payments, we have the household expenses, and we have the cushion. Let's go back up to the extra mortgage payment. I am setting aside $348 for an extra principal payment. Remember, I'm already paying the regular mortgage this week, but I'm also going to send them additional principal money. Now, that's the $348 that I will be sending them in addition to the regular monthly payment. But as you can see, let's look across on that line. That $304 that you see with the yellow line under it, that was the extra debt amounts from week one. So I'm also going to send them that money as well this week. I couldn't send it in week one because I hadn't paid the regular monthly payment yet. So they will not allow for you to make extra principal payments until your monthly payment has been made. So this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to pull that $304 out of the Bill's savings account, which I have indicated right here. Okay? So remember, we're still doing all this stuff right here on paper. Now, I'm going to be sending a lot of money to my mortgage this week. As you can see, I'm sending the 804, the 348, and the 304. So all of that is going toward the mortgage. But this 652 here is going to be the principal only payment. So now let's look at all of these items with the yellow line up under them that's up top in the actual expenses column up top. You have two numbers. You have the 536 that we need to pull out of the Bill savings account, and we have the 304 that we need to pull out. So let's add them. Look at the next to the last line at the bottom of the page. Next to the last line, I did the addition. $536 plus the $304 gives me a total of $840 that I need to pull out of the Bill savings account right here on paper. And both of those are going to be going toward the mortgage. I love it. All right, now let's look at these last three lines. As you can see, there are two lines with a yellow line under them. Those are the two numbers that have relationships. So we're going to have to do something with those. We're going to have to perform an action with those two numbers. The 322.36 is an amount that I need to pull out of the Bill savings account. However, the $840 is the amount that, the 322.36 I need to put away, and the $840 I need to pull out. So that's two different actions. So let's look at the very last line so I can tell you what I'm realistically and physically going to do with my money. $840 minus the $322.36 leaves me with the total of $517.64. Remember, your answer takes the action of the larger of the two numbers. Okay? So the larger of the two numbers is the $840. Look up the line up above. What am I supposed to be doing with the $840? I'm supposed to be pulling that out of the Bill savings account to help out with this week's bills. So that's what the answer is going to do, which is the little notation that you see indicated by that answer. So this $517.64 will get an enclosed yellow box, because that is what I'm actually going to do at the end of the day with the monies in my accounts. I'm going to pull that amount out so it can sit in the Bill's savings, sit in the Bill's checking account for when it's time for me to make the mortgage payments. Okay? So that's what's going on this week. Okay? So there you have it, guys. That is the projection. Of course, I will come back to you on Thursday to let you know if all of this played out and everything went as planned. But that's pretty much how I do my budget projection each and every week. It's been working for me. It's simple for me, and I love it. Love to budget my money every single week. So this is it. Please subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Leave me a comment below. This is all I have. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.